What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing you a somewhat quick video. I just want to cover the node war mechanic changes because I kept those out of the patch notes recap video so that it wasn't ultra long. So I'm sure most people have read through them already, but I just want to do a video kind of covering that. And then also, Black Desert said on their Twitter they're having a weekend flash sale, so I want to let everybody know because some of the stuff's actually really good. If you didn't catch their tweet, since I didn't see their announcement literally anywhere else except on Twitter, so I wanted to let you guys check that out real fast. Some good stuff. Obviously, Artisan memories at 10% off. That's awesome, like just straight up awesome. These are like a super necessity if you're willing to spend real life money on stuff. These are literally the best thing you can ever spend money on. Comma Blessings are 20% off, so there's that. I have actually this coincides perfectly. I'm in the middle of doing a video on is the Comma Blessing worth it or not. Spoiler alert, it is worth it, but we're gonna break down the differences. Book a comment, whatever. Character name change coupon, that's pretty relevant. Golden Bell can be nice if you're on a push to like 62 or something like that. And the campsite has a 10% discount. Not a crazy good discount on this stuff, on this thing, but I mean, still 10%, it's something. So anyways, point that out real quick. There's that. Check it out. Boom. All right, Node Wars. So let's jump into this. So talked about already, nodes are going to be classified in normal nodes and conquest nodes. The conquest nodes are going to have 3 different tiers similar to what was before, with the higher tier giving more taxes to collect, and the normal nodes will obviously give less than any of the conquest nodes. Conquest nodes and normal nodes cannot be occupied at the same time, so you got to do one or the other. So Node Wars are going to be available daily for guilds to participate in, so that adventurers can enjoy large-scale battles more regularly. As a result, the maximum number of nodes that one guild can occupy will be extended from 2 to 6 nodes. And keep in mind, that's because the nodes can change hands so much more frequently than they could beforehand. Instead, guild members who can participate in the Node Wars will be decided by the number of nodes occupied by the guild. So to summarize the revision additions, please read on below, or I'll read it for you. At max, a total of 6 nodes will be allowed for occupancy by a single guild. Guild masters can assign a chance to occupy to the guild members through the guild window. The chance to occupy will decide how many node wars the relevant guild members will be allowed to participate in the relevant week. The chance to occupy for guild members will reset at the end of the conquest war on Saturdays, so your starting week is Sunday, which coincides with this coming Sunday, the 22nd, will be the first round with these new node setups. Normal nodes and conquest nodes cannot be occupied at the same time by the same guild. Said that already. And you cannot participate in a conquest node after conquering a normal node, and you cannot participate in a normal node after conquesting a conquest node. Why did they say it that way? Whatever. Depending on the number of nodes occupied, maximum participants allowed for conquering additional nodes will be placed. Max participants allowed, depending on number of nodes, are as follows. So you got to pick whether your guild's doing normal or conquest. Can't be doing both. One or the other. Obviously, if your guild is, is already like a higher tier warring guild, then you're probably going to be definitely into the conquest from there. And if you're just starting to dabble like my guild was, I think we stopped. I think we stopped just recently, but then normal node for that. Anyway, so number of nodes occupied. If 0, you can have 100 participants. If you have 1, you can have 80, 2, 60, 3, 40, 4, 20, and 5. 0, you can only do construction forts. This makes it more difficult to occupy multiple nodes and gives a somewhat better chance to other guilds to compete with it, since you can't have the same number of participants if you have more nodes for them. And obviously, if you have 5 or more nodes, it's very difficult to actually defend your stuff, since all you can do is construct the forts. And you can't siege other ones. You can place chance to occupy to 20 members at a time. Regardless of actual participation of the guild member, the one change to occupy will be deducted every successful occupation of a node from a guild. Okay, so it counts every single time. Guild members to participate in the node conquest war can be decided via the chance to occupy system. Guild officers will use an exclusive UI window from guild window and grant at max 5 times the chance to occupy in node conquest war for guild members. That just makes it like better organized from what I'm getting from that. Guild members who do not have any chance to occupy remaining will be classified as a non-participant and cannot take part in the node war. Yeah, it's definitely, it's a lot better than I'd be like, oh, ready up and let's get the group going. For example, if there are a total of 100 guild members in a guild, the guild master can grant 20 members at a time the chance to occupy from 1 to 5 times. So 20 members any times 1 through 5. However, all 100 guild members can be set to participate in the very first node war, and please check the chart with the example below for clarification. We will do just that right after this. If the 20 guild members who have been given one chance to occupy participate and successfully conquer to occupy a node, that 20 member group can no longer participate in that week's node wars. So interesting, you have to kind of rotate who's in it. Okay, the remaining 80 out of 100 member guild, if this is 80 guild members, have been given 2 to 5 chance to occupy, will be able to participate in the next node war. Oh, okay, so it's the ones that only have one chance to occupy can just do it that one round. Basically, once those are assigned, that's how many you're going to get to occupy throughout the week. Got it. Here's the examples. For the first node, all guild members with 1 to 5 chance to occupy can participate. For the second node, if one node is already occupied, then 2 to 5 chance. For the third, 3 to 5. For the fourth, 4 to 5 chance. And for the fifth node, only ones with 5 chance to occupy. I mean, this is kind of self-explanatory because it literally just goes in with how many chances to occupy you have, and it's literally called chance to occupy. So yeah, that's just it. The name of it actually just explains it. Chance to occupy cannot be changed if node war or conquest war is in progress. However, conquest war allows at max 100 guild members to participate regardless of the number of nodes occupied by the guild. So there's your difference between normal node into conquest war, the big ones there. So let's jump into the rules of the conquest war now that we've covered normal nodes. Conquest wars have received new rules. From the number of conquest nodes, excluding the normal nodes, guilds with 2 or more nodes occupied can build fort and command posts and participate in the conquest wars. In order to construct a fort, command post, field headquarters, you need to occupy 2 or more conquest nodes, excluding the normal nodes. You can start constructing a day after occupying 2 conquest nodes. In order to cut down on resurrection cooldown and time needed to move to the relevant areas, a new Castlegate resurrection points have been added to Calphion, Medea, and Valencia conquest wars to bring the action faster to you. Castlegate Resurrection Point for offensive and defensive are located in different locations. The offensive guild must have destroyed the castle gate in order to resurrect near the castle gate. So it has been changed so that cannons cannot be installed inside the castle in Conquest Wars. If a guild with more than 2 nodes occupied is participating in the Conquest War, 2% of the tax from the territory can be collected every 10 minutes the fort or command post is successfully defended. Was that a change from before? Wasn't it that way before too? Forts, command posts, field headquarters needed to participate in Conquest Wars can be built on the day of the Conquest War. The tax obtainable at this point equals 2% of the amount expected to be collected, excluding security budget. This tax will be collected at the end of the Conquest War when the opposing side's fort or command post is destroyed. The offensive side can obtain at max 20% of the territory tax. If the offensive side ultimately wins the Conquest War, the tax obtained for successfully defending fort command post will not be counted into the calculation. Same as before, amount excluding security budget will be collected. If the defensive side ultimately wins the Conquest War, total amount of tax, excluding the tax already collected by the offensive side and security budget, will be given as the winning reward. If there are several guilds participating in the offensive side, at max 20% of the tax collected for the offensive side will be allocated by number of guilds participating. For example, if there are 3 guilds participating in the offensive side, about 6.66%, or 2 out of 3, of the 20% will be given to each guild. Please be informed that the max 20% tax collected for the offensive side is given only in the case where the offensive side loses and the defensive side wins. If there's a guild who defeats other remaining guilds in the offensive side after the fort, command post, field headquarter of the defensive guild is destroyed, the single guild remaining will be declared the winner and take all of the tax from the territory. Other participating guilds in the offensive side who loses to this single guild cannot be given a share of the 20% tax collectible during the Conquest War. It's pretty intuitive. That's, I mean, obviously, if the side lost, like, why would they be given a share? Okay. If there's I guess they have to state it either way. If there's no guild declared as the winner of the Conquest War, even after the fort, command post, field headquarters of the defensive guild is destroyed and the Conquest War time ends, the territory will be liberated and no offensive guild will be able to obtain the tax. So, all the money gone. Other Conquest War balance. Damage of the basic attack, horn attack, fort chop, and forge of the elephant used on castle gates has been increased by 30%. Number of target hits inflicted from charge. Installments decreased 16 down to 8 hits. Damage, all that stuff from adventure has been increased by 20%. The damage for those will now be applied on cannons as well. Damage from cannons used on castle gates has been increased by 300%. Damage from cannons on adventure has been increased by 400%. Cannons DPs increased by 100%. And durability by 900%. This is just Conquest, isn't it? Yeah, just Conquest. Okay. Cannons can be destroyed with ease if you utilize horses and elephants. Damage from horses used on cannons increased 700%. Damage from horses used on the command post 500%. Increase siege defense tower DP increased 50%. Durability by 900%. Siege defense towers can be destroyed with ease if you utilize horses and elephants. Well, obviously because the damage is through the flippin' roof. Durability of Calphion's castle, Medea's castle, Valencia's castle, outer gate, and inner gate is decreased by 50%. Wooden fences in the medium siege towers used in Conquest Wars has increased in height by 40%. Moving speed of medium and large siege towers increased by 50%. They really want to make this like worthwhile doing and like really swingy despite having like better numbers. And then with the balance out, the numbers isn't even as important. This is interesting. I'm not in a big enough guild to get into the Conquest Wars, but I kind of want to be to check this out. Damage from flame towers used on other adventures increased by 50%, and the watch has been increased by 20%. Production time for the following item usable in Node and Conquest Wars been reduced. Siege Tower Workshop down to 10 minutes, Large One down to 15, and the Indomitable Flag Factory down to 15 minutes. If the adventurer dies during Node Conquest Wars, the corpse will disappear right away, and medical kit or resurrection skills will no longer be applicable. In addition, a new view mode where you can observe the Node Conquest from the allies' point of view called Ally Viewpoint has been added. While using this function, press F5 to switch view amongst allies. That's pretty cool. Due to the balance changes applied to Node Conquest Wars, the price of the items sold by the guild military supply has changed. Let's see, a very large increase. Siege Defense Tower from 150,000 to up to 500,000. Wooden Fence from 100 to 500, and Barricade from 25 up to 50. Schedule same as before. NA Saturday Conquest War from 21 o'clock Eastern up until 1 a.m. Eastern. Sunday through Friday Node War from 21 Eastern up until 23 Eastern. This does not take effect until the 22nd. Any of these. Tax collection, there will not be a separate process of collecting taxes, and the tax stacked up for a week will be instantly sent as guild funds to the winning guild who successfully conquers and occupies node or territory. Security budget rules remain the same. Taxes will be classified among normal node, conquest tier 1, conquest tier 2, conquest tier 3. Duh. Classification, we just read them literally. And then all territories of all the places, nodes will be divided up into normal nodes and conquest nodes in 3 different tiers. It is like literally repeating itself. We cover that. So there's 54 normal nodes, 65 tier 1, 20 tier 2, and 15 tier 3. As our tier placed among conquest nodes now, you will obtain different amount of taxes depending on the tier of the conquest nodes. Here, this is previous nodes. So you can check out the little list there. There you go. Okay. Here we go. Still scrolling. We're still scrolling. Okay, and here's the new ones. Boom. There's your chart there. This will obviously be linked in the description so you can take a look at the charts. I'm literally not going to read that chart. Here's your normal node chart. Okay, chart. Here's the conquest tier 1 nodes. Okay, we get it. Anything else important here? Keep in mind, Guild Alliances and new content that will be updated in the near future, and you may see text related to Guild Alliance while you progress the new Node Conquest Wars. That's really handy to have because, like, we on our guild, for instance, we were doing alliances before anyways, but there was like not an actual usable function that did that. And that is all for Node Wars. Yes, this is all from other stuff in the patch notes. So there's that. There's the Node Wars stuff. Link to this little stuff will be in the description below. It is the patch notes that has this stuff listed. And one other thing they put on the website, I don't know why they don't do so many website announcements, but anyways, they've got a Wars revamped thing going to coincide with the Conquest and Node War things. You can get guild scrolls during the event period. Guilds who participate in Node Wars or Conquest Wars will receive Mudster and Lava Chief summon scrolls, the guild summon ones. So there's that. You can get some special titles. Win a Node War, you can meet Crimson Conqueror, participate your Crimson Vanguard, participate in Conquest War, Crimson Legion, and win one, and you'll get the title of Blood Lord. So cool. There's your sweet titles. That's that. Last thing for this little channel update, I did do my first live stream for this channel on Twitch last night. It went pretty well. I was just mostly testing some settings and things like that for it, so I'm ready to do some live streams and stuff. I think like the streaming stuff is kind of whatever, and just like when I'm doing other things, like have to farm a certain area or something in preparation for videos. So I'm mostly going to be doing like live recordings basically. So I'm gonna do my streams, and there's gonna be segments where like I'm just gonna do them live and record like this stuff here. Well, I wouldn't stream this stuff really, but you know, if I have to grind somewhere, if I'm at Gaha's or something for an hour doing something for a video, I'm just gonna stream it. People can ask questions, whatever. I'll get the parts that I need to record done in there, so that way I can just kind of like have a little better connection to the audience for that. So yeah, first stream is going to be originally was going to do tomorrow night, but I can't because I have stuff to do. So it's going to be Sunday night. I do have a video going up tomorrow night as well for Kamasil Blessing, so be sure to subscribe to the channel to check that out. Shameless plug there. And yeah, Sunday night's going to be the first stream. I'm shooting for 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern. Probably we're going to go 2-3 hours. We'll see till when I get tired. Yeah, I'll probably just be grinding, jamming out to some tunes. And just kind of kicking it. and maybe answer some questions or whatever. So feel free to check that out. I will link the Twitch thing in the bottom. And also, lastly, one more plug. Follow me on Twitter, just because, and the only reason I say that is because, like, I feel disconnected from at least my subs in the sense of like the flash sale thing that they put out. I really totally could have just tweeted about that and be like, hey guys, make sure you check this out, discount on Artisan Memories, something like that. Like, that didn't warrant a video on its own, but I need to do the Conquest Node War update video anyhow, so I kind of squeezed it in here. But like, yeah, anyway, small updates like that, especially if I'm gonna stream a few times a week, then I want to be able to just like tweet it out and be like, yo, gonna stream, then instead of, I don't want to like do a YouTube update video every time I'm gonna stream. I mean, it's whatever. If nobody watches me stream, I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I was gonna record a video anyhow, and I'm still shocked when people watch my videos anyways. So yeah, anyways, that is it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Sell out my channel, and yeah, share the video. Probably not this one. Share one of my good ones. Not this video. Share a good video or something. And look out for new video upload tomorrow night and the live stream Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, which is not going to be EU friendly, is it? Maybe I should rethink that. I don't know. Follow me on Twitter and you'll see it if I decide to change that time. That'd be the best way to find out. See you.